Hello, I'm here to teach you Time by Pink Floyd from Dark Side of the Moon. I'm going to go by the album version. I might do another version later to teach the solo the way he plays it more recently, which I think is a lot cooler. But I'm going to do the album version first. And I am mainly going for the feel of the verse and chorus because a lot of the tabs you find out there are like nitpicking, because that's what Floyd fans do. But I'm going to show you like an easy way to pick it up and play it, but also sound very accurate because it is accurate. So I will play once through the verse. Well, actually, I'll explain the intro. The way that works is on more of a cleaner sound. I'm not going to get up to bother. And it's every 2 bars. He starts with an open E. And he's just playing around with open E, F, and F sharp on the low E string. And he holds each one for about 2 bars, and you listen to the drums and you can just fill in. But and a couple occasionally. So I don't really want to spend a lot of time going over that, because it should be fairly obvious. But so I'll play through the verse once now. I guess I'll play the song along with it, and we should be able to. Then I'll go over what's going on. So. Cover that part in a bit, but that was the verse, and it starts off on F sharp minor, and I mainly play the deeper 3 or 4 strings most of the time, and so I'll try and show you my strumming hand too. So what's going on there is to get the syncopation is kind of important. It took me a while to do it, and so what I do is a bit of with my wrist, like an acoustic almost, but it helps with a little bit of the strange strumming. So what that is so it's the lower part of the chord first, and then a mute of the strings, and the high 2 or 3 strings of the same F sharp minor bar chord. So that's and in between there is a hammer-on from the open E to the 2nd fret to the F sharp on the low E. So it's and that's how I play the F sharp minor. So. And then it's just an A chord here, but I typically end up barring the high E string as well, but you don't really have to or need to. But so that goes. So this is a little hammer on to an A sus, I believe. Somebody will correct me on that, but it's and what that part is it's from your A chord, and I'm hammering on 4th fret of the D string and 3rd fret of the B string, just for one strum of that chord. So it's and it's a bit of a hammer on, and then play it once more without it. So. And then the last chord in the progression is just an open E. Electric sounds pretty badass, and I play almost all 6 strings. And the little bit I add there is I go from an E, I do a mute, again high E strings, and I hammer on the A string, the 2nd fret, the note that's already in the chord. So. Back to F sharp minor. So, hope that part is self-explanatory. It should be the good part to practice is that so after the first round through that little lick I just played is a unison bend from the second fret on the B string and the 4th fret on the G string. So you bend up the 4th fret on the G string to match that note from the B string. So. And then you this is a little tricky. And then you come down from the bend, and I take this finger off the 2nd fret, and I help support the bend. So now I'm just on a regular bend on the 4th fret of the G string, and I pull off. I come back down, and I pull off, and then you play the 2nd fret on that G string, and then the 2nd fret on the D string. So. Okay. Then we play again through, and what I play here is I go back to the E. What that is going from this A chord, and we go, and I use my 3rd finger, and I go from the 4th fret on the G string up to the 7th fret of the G string, and I play the 7th fret G string, 5th fret high E string, once more again on the 7th fret of the G, so, and that's the 7th fret on both the high E and the G, but I mute the B string with my hand here, and so my hand naturally takes this shape. Those 2 first and 2nd fingers are just there to help mute for me. So slide up to the 9th. So back into the open E. So those are the 2 main licks I use. There's other things he does instead of, but I find that easiest, and I just find myself repeating that one. So it's. All right. So there's one last part, and it's the bit where Rick Wright sings. It's, I guess you could call it like the bridge before the solo, and also later in the song. And what it is it's a D sus something, I believe. So I'll play it. That's obviously going to the solo. So what I'm playing there is there's a D chord, so only the D, G, B, and E strings trying to play, and it's open D, 2nd fret on B and G, and high E string is open. So, and I arpeggiate that a bit. And then there's an A chord that I just messed up, but it's what it is. It's a D shape. Nope, that's not true. But what it is, it's a open A, second fret D string, first fret G string, second fret B string, and open E string. So, and I mess around with that, and I go, which is just the top two strings from high E to B. So, and so it's you end up playing 3 times on the D. And then you go to the C sharp bit, which is 4th fret A string, 6th fret D string, 4th fret G string, 5th fret B string, and 4th fret E string. So it's 1 for 2 bars, brings it down to a B, and that is the F sharp little bend to G, open to E for the solo. Afterwards, after the solo, it's the same thing. All that, and then same little progression there at the end into Breathe, which is a different song in itself. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to do the solo next. I'm going to do the album version, and then probably another video of some other versions. So yeah, cool.